Hey, good morning, everybody. Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus. Hey, and welcome to our Thursday show. Hey, we're so happy you are here. And we have a bunch of people watching today, and we're super proud of that. And guys, again, thank y'all for joining in. We got a great show for you today. We have Deb Donovan's here. And guess what, guys? We've got it's not a brand new machine, but it is a machine that we can now sell online today. Starting today, November the 3rd, we can sell the Brother PR680W 6-needle multi-needle embroidery machine. And guys, we're so excited about this because now we can sell it nationwide on the website and ship it right to your door. And guys, we've got a fantastic price on it today. And Deb is going to she's at our San Marcos store, her and Roger over there, and we're going to go deep dive into all the things that it can do. And here's the thing, Deb's going to show you why and tell you why the 6 needle is her favorite one versus the 10 needle even, because it's got a feature on there that she absolutely loves, and she's going to talk about that. And but before we get into all that though, guys, I got to say a big shout out there to some of our SMP viewers. Guys, the SMP Nation is strong today. We have Yvonne Hudson is watching from California. Linda Von Bank is in Iowa. Dawn Kennard is in Ohio. Chrissy Ohl, New Jersey. Catherine Barker in Southern California. We have Bryn. Bryn. Is it Bryn? Okay, Bryn Seaberry is watching in Georgia. We have Nancy Fitzpatrick in Ohio. Kathy Kumler in Illinois. Man, we got them all over the nation watching today. Mm-hmm. And so again, I got to say, who else was I going to say a big shout out to out there?
Vicki Wagner.
Yeah, Vicki Wagner. I got to speak to Vicki Wagner on the telephone last week, and what a pleasant lady. We had a great conversation. So thank you, Vicki, for taking my call, and we talked, and she gave me some ideas about the show and some things. So I sure do appreciate that. And so anyway, I hope Vicki's watching today. She's up in Michigan. She's up there in Angela Wolf's old stomping grounds in that area. So, but Vicki, if you're watching today, just chime in right now and say I'm here, so we'll know. But guys, hey, got to also tell you, we've been talking all morning about the Powerball. The Powerball is up to $1.5 billion. Billion is in B's. And the cash, if you take the cash out, it's $745 million. So what would y'all do? The first thing you would do when that money goes into your bank account? Tell us right now in the chat, what would you do if you won $745 million into your bank account? What would be the first thing you would do? We've been talking all morning, haven't we? I got Kicking It Kennedy in this morning with me. I have Big Daddy Kyle there. And Kyle said the first thing he would do, he would pay off his mortgage.
Pay off my house. Yeah.
Pay off his house. Yeah. And Kennedy has been talking about private jets, talking about, B&Bs all over the nation. So there's no telling what Kennedy would do.
Well, the first thing I would do, Blaine, is I would buy you as many Mountain Dews as I could. I would find them all over. Find them from different countries. Get you everything. And Reese's.
I'd just get a water tower full of Mountain Dew.
I would get it for you in an IV.
And have it where it just comes out of the faucets in my house. And I could just put a glass in there and drink it. Yeah.
Michelle might not be too happy, but it's okay.
No. But she drinks bottled water, so that wouldn't affect her coming out of the faucet. Good. Can you imagine, showering with Mountain Dew, brushing your teeth with Mountain Dew? I mean,
It works.
Well, I already said what I would do. So what I would do if I had that money in my account, the very first thing I would do is I would just have a big party at my house, invite everybody, friends and people that I know. And instead of having door prizes, I would have a big drawing there for just $1 million checks. And not tell anybody that I'm going to do it. So if you didn't decide you don't want to come to a party, you miss out on getting $1 million maybe.
Yeah.
Give
like invited, Blaine.
Yeah.
Moment of truth.
I would. Yeah. I would. Give. And then I would probably give everybody raises at Sewing Machines Plus, and so everybody would make really good money.
Taken care of.
I'd take care of the family.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, anxious to hear what y'all would do out there.
A lot of them are talking about buying sewing machines.
Hey,
I mean,
think of the sewing studio that you could buy
A
or you could
couple people said
have.
they would buy SMP as well.
Buy SMP?
just close your eyes and imagine an SWF to your right, a brand new Arrow sewing cabinet, a 10 needle here, a quilting machine there. I think it'd be the dream. I really think.
Well, you know what you could do is just think about, you could almost open your own business.
Oh yeah.
So I would probably buy a huge warehouse, fill it full of multi-needle embroidery machines, and then just hire a bunch of people. That way and you're helping people, out with good jobs, and just, make embroidery things and whatever you want to do, that'd be kind of cool too.
Perfect. Yeah.
Can you imagine a warehouse full of multi-needle machines all running?
A warehouse full of SWFs or brothers.
Or this Brother 6 needle,
Yeah.
have a bunch of those,
Ooh.
man. But
My goodness.
so anyway, yeah, that's a pipe dream, right? You just
Yes.
it's fun to talk about and dream about it though.
Yes.
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 I mean, can you imagine that somebody out there is going to win the 1.5 billion and then they'll bring 745 million home, but they'll probably blow it.
Yeah.
Most of the lottery winners don't keep their money very long.
Yeah.
They go out and buy jets and all these
Yes.
crazy. I don't know how you could spend that much money though. That's kind of crazy.
I don't know either.
I know what
Imagine.
Michelle, my wife, would do. She would open up some dog rescue places. She would. I can tell you, we would have a chain of dog rescues across the nation.
Imagine you come home and there's 1,000 axles running around your backyard.
She would buy
And
these.
Lillian Abbott.
She would buy just a bunch of acreage just to have dogs running around. I can already see it.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Hey, enough dreaming. We're gonna get to start dreaming about this 6 needle today. And oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome. Before I get too into that though, I got to tell you about some exciting things we got coming up. So, man, it's gonna be here before you know it. Next Tuesday, we have Jane Klaus in the house. Jane is going to be with Kennedy on Takeover Tuesday. And guys, you do not want to miss this show. This is such a cool show. Jane is partnered with a Christmas decorating company, and they're going to show you some really cool things that you can do for Christmas in decorations and things like that. So you don't want to miss that. Jane will be here with Kennedy. And so that's Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central time next Tuesday. And then Thursday, you don't want to miss the Thursday show. I'm so excited about this show, guys. So excited. We have Tom Orick in the house. Tom is going to actually fly out here to San Diego. He's going to be in the studio with us. We're actually going to set up the studio in our classroom in San Marcos. So if you're local, if you want to come in and meet Tom, y'all come on in. Y'all can sit and we'll put some chairs out. Y'all can watch the whole thing live in the classroom with us. And if nationwide, you can watch it on YouTube or Facebook. But guys, you don't want to miss the show. We're going to launch a brand new vacuum cleaner. It's called the David Vacuum Cleaner. And this thing, everybody in our office, isn't that right, Kennedy, that has grabbed this thing absolutely loves it.
Mm-hmm.
It is cordless.
Oh yes.
Runs on a battery.
Woo.
Runs for an hour on one charge. It's lightweight, powerful. It almost feels like it's self-propelled.
Yes.
This thing is awesome. And we got a great show. Tom's coming out here. Him and I are going to do demonstrations with it. And we got a fantastic price on it. So you don't want to miss that show. Get to see Tom. And this vacuum cleaner was actually developed in honor of his father, David. And that's where the name came from. And David is a pioneer in the industry. He is actually the Vacuum Dealers Trade Association Hall of Fame member. So it is going to be an awesome show. We can't wait for next week. So that's Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it'll be noon Central time. So y'all make sure you write those 2 dates on your calendars. You don't want to miss Jane. You don't want to miss Tom. It'll be some fantastic shows. And then you know what you're doing, Kennedy, on the Tuesday after that?
Tuesday after that is Quilter's Paradise.
Quilter's Paradise is in the house. And then Thursday, we're doing another show on the Stay Perfect 2-tier table this time. We got some really great combos with that. Y'all don't want to miss it as well. And everybody absolutely loved the show that we did last week on the single Stay Perfect table with the cutie frame. And guys, those things blew out of here. And I know some of y'all are still waiting on a few components of that. They are getting ready to ship this Friday, tomorrow. They're supposed to be getting the rest of those out to you. So just have a little patience. But anyway, great shows coming up. And then guess what's coming?
I know what's coming. What's coming?
It is Cyber Monday. So we're having our big Black Friday sale in the retail store. So if you're in Southern California, make sure you come Black Friday into the retail stores. We've got great specials going on. And then the following Monday, Monday after Thanksgiving, it is Cyber Monday. We're going to have our huge Cyber Monday show. And guys, we have got a fantastic lineup of educators going to come on and do demonstrations. And every 15 minutes, it's going to be a different product. And so it is awesome. So we're going to have some people where, to give you an example, like Aero Cabinets, they may have a 30-minute session, but every 15 minutes, it'll be, 2 different products in that 30 minutes. So, and some of them we have, like Grace is going to be on, I think they have like 3 sessions, like all back to back. So they're going to be, like 45 minutes, just,
which is nice because then you can still stay with the same brands and you're not confused.
So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So we got a great lineup and that's going to be good. And the pricing is going to knock everybody's socks off. We have really been working hard to get the pricing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And so that's, I can't give too much away, but we've got some great show specials.
Say that, he's serious, you guys. He's serious.
Kyle and I have been working tirelessly to get these specials and having to buy a bunch of stuff to make it happen. So, and we are busting at the seams with inventory right now, getting ready for this. And then guys, right after that, December the 12th through the 16th, we actually have our Countdown to Christmas show. Jane Klaus is coming in the house, going to help me co-host it.
Early,
and so we're going to have some fun. And from what the rumor has it, you're going to get to see Kyle and Roger in tights.
I didn't know about this. Is this true?
Yes, and you're going to be in tights too.
When did I come into this?
Because they're going to be dressed as Buddy the Elves, and you're going to be dressed as what's her name?
I don't
the elf.
remember her name, the pink elf, whatever it is.
I don't remember her name.
What was it? Anybody know what in the elf movie? Buddy the Elf. Who was his girlfriend?
What was her name?
I don't remember. If anybody knows, comment it down below. But if we're dressing up, you have to dress up, Blaine.
Well, Jane and I have kind of been talking, and you never know what we're going to be wearing. So we're going to surprise everybody.
Perhaps include some sparkles?
It might.
Oh, no.
Y'all are just going to have to tune in to see it. So guys, we got that. And then if you're local in Southern California, we're going to have our customer appreciation party. Huh?
Jovi.
Jovi is her name?
Jovi.
Okay. So we're having our customer appreciation party in the store on, I think it's the 10th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I think it's going to be December the 10th. I think that's right. But anyway,
it's a Friday.
Yeah. So I think that's correct. But anyway, we'll get the date for you for all the people who are local. They'll be in our, and it's actually, if you go to the store's class calendar, it should be in there too.
Yes.
But we'll have that for the local people who want to come in. We always do that, have some really good make and takes. We have a lot of, food and drinks and things. So you don't want to miss that if you're local.
I think that's a good idea. Michelle's Mrs. Claus. You're Santa Claus.
I'm Santa Claus and Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle on too, yeah.
Well, but speaking of Michelle will be decorating the whole set behind me. And it's amazing, guys, that she transforms this into like this Christmas. I mean,
she has a good eye.
I know she's such a good decorator, and so she's going to have. You'll have a Christmas tree back here. She does all this little detail stuff, and I go, Michelle, I said nobody's going to be able to see that on camera. She goes, but I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. But anyway, Michelle has such a good eye on that, so she'll be coming in doing that. So we'll get that all fixed up, but. A lot of great things happening. And then we're going to have our company Christmas party on the 17th.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody's excited about that. All the SMP crew will be there. So we'll probably take some bunch of pictures and stuff, and Kennedy will post. But hey, we had our Halloween company contest. We had little parties at the stores and in the corporate office. And everybody dressed up, and we posted some pictures on Facebook. And tomorrow is the last day of voting. So if y'all haven't went and looked at the pictures and voted on your favorite one, go vote, because the winner of the SMP Halloween costume contest for the employees, they get a $200 gift card.
Yes.
So we upped it this year
Yeah.
to try to motivate everybody to dress
And
up. And we had some
competition this year. It was pretty good.
It was really good. We had some really good costumes. So y'all go check that. That's on our Facebook page. Kennedy put all the pictures up, and you can go look at that album and just go, like the one that you like the best, and whoever has the most likes,
and
win the 200.
I didn't want to leave out, our customers. So there was a customer Halloween contest there too, and tomorrow's the last day to enter. So go on there, go on our Facebook, post your costume. It could be yours, your dog's. I mean, whoever, whatever you want to do. But we're giving away a sewing machine, so don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, that's a good gift just for dressing up.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So we got a lot of stuff going on, Kennedy.
We're
a lot of stuff. We are really busy here. So, but guys, speaking of busy, I know Deb Donovan has been busy. She has been sewing samples on this 6 needle. She's got a bunch of stuff to show you this morning. And guys, we're super excited. But hey, let's go ahead and put the overlay up there, guys. I got to tell you about this, this embroidery machine, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. But you look at that beautiful Brother 6 needle embroidery machine. This is the brand new PR680W. And guys, this thing, look how big the screen is on this. This thing is fantastic. And it's got a feature on it that Deb's going to talk a little bit about that she absolutely loves. And I'll give a little hint. It's got that laser pointer. And instead of the 10 needle has a camera, this has the laser pointer. And she's going to tell you why she likes that laser pointer better. But guys, we have a great price on this. It's $11,499. We have 60-month 0% interest financing available as well. And so then we also have a bonus package that you can add to it for $1,500 more. You get the stand and the cap frame with it. So we have a really good pricing on this today. Guys, you can go right to the website, smplive.tv. Kyle has that product right there. It takes you right to the product page on the Sewing Machines Plus website. You can go look at it right there. You can check out right there with it. Or you can give us a call at 800-401-8151 and speak to one of the reps. And excuse me. We also have our live chat agents that are on the website on that product page. The live chat will probably pop up. If you have questions, you can ask them. Now, if you're in Southern California, we have these machines in stock on the floor in the stores, raring to go. And they have some really great packages put together for you in the store. And they also have some demo packages. So if they're interested in a 6 needle, they can come right in the store today and see this. So, both retail locations, we have one down in Mission Bay Boulevard down in San Diego, and the other one's up on Nordal Road at the Target Center, up in Walmart Center, right by in San Marcos. So right by the 78 freeway. So either location, guys, they have these machines in stock, and they have them on the floor. You can come in and try it out. But guys, we're going to go to the San Marcos retail store right now in the classroom. Deb and Roger's over there, and Deb's been working on the 6 needle. And so, Deb, you got to tell me. I think I gave away your favorite features, the laser pointer on there. But tell us why you like that better than the camera, and then I'm going to let you take it away and tell everybody the great features about this machine and why you like it so well.
All right, sounds like a plan. I love the camera. I like the ability to scan the background and see everything that I'm looking for. But when it comes to positioning things on bags and aprons and shirts, the laser pointer is really so easy to use because it's literally X marks the spot. It projects a laser cross down onto your fabric, and then you just match that up with a marked cross that you've put on your project. And I'm pointing back here because I've got some samples to show you later. And as long as you line up the 2 X's, it's going to go exactly where you want it to go. It is so very easy and intuitive to use. As a matter of fact, Blaine knows this, but we've helped put a Brother 680 PR680W into a local retail store and these are salespeople that have never sewn before. Like, I had to explain to them what a bobbin was, which is fine. They're smart gals. They just have never sewn before. And they have taken to this thing like a duck to water and are positioning things everywhere on the items that they're working on in the store. It is so easy for them. They got it in an hour's worth of training and have been doing everything in the store with it. So it's that easy to use that even if you're not a sewer, if you just want to embroider, you can pick it up and start with that and be really good with your results right out of the box. Okay, so I will show you that laser crosshair in just a couple of minutes. So, but right now what we have is the 6 needle Brother PRW680W, I don't know, whatever. Sorry. It's been a long week. What I have back here are 6 threads, which you probably can't see very well. I do have the smaller home size spools on here. I can put the big spools on as well. And it looks really intimidating, but I have 6 threads that are going to come through the threading process down to 6 individual needles, which means that I can do 6 different colors of threads on this machine and I don't have to touch anything. It's going to take care of everything for me. The threading looks a little bit intimidating. I will admit that. It takes me 20 minutes to thread it brand new out of the box. But after that, when you're switching, if I want to switch this yellow spool out for a black spool, it takes barely any longer than it does to change out the threads on my flatbed machine. So you don't have to worry that this looks all scary. You just need to know how to do it once. And the rest of the time, there's a lot of shortcuts that make it easier for you to do. So what a 6 needle machine is going to get for me is I have just an embroidered quilt that we've changed our seasons out here. So I've got a quilt here that's pretty much got just 3 colors in it. It's got the red, the white, and the green on it. What my regular embroidery machine would do, of course, is it would probably stitch out the white, and then I would have to change it and put the red on, and then change it and put the green on. Well, what generally happens in my house is I set up the white to stitch. I look at it, it's going to take 15 minutes. I say, all right, I'm going to go unload the dishwasher, and then I never come back. But what this is going to do is it's going to run through all 3 of those colors without stopping, and then it will stop. Now, if you're worried that I'm going to forget to come back, because that is a true worry, Brother has a My Stitch Monitor app that will tell my phone when the embroidery machine needs attention. It will tell it if I need to replace the bobbin. It will tell me if I'm done. It will tell me if there's anything on the machine that needs my attention so that I can know to stop loading the dishwasher and go back upstairs and check on my machine. So this one had 3 colors in it. And it is true that some things have more than 6 colors in them. So that is true. This one is from a class a couple years ago. I really don't remember how many colors exactly are in it, but these are simple to handle too. Just because you have more than 6 colors in your design does not mean that you cannot stitch it on this machine. You set it up so that it'll stitch out the first 6 colors, and then you can tell it to pause and wait, and then it will tell you on that app on your phone. You can come back, rethread it to put the additional colors on, hit the start button, and it will go ahead and finish. So you aren't limited by only 6 colors, by only 6 thread colors. It will do all of them. You're just going to have to go and swap them out in the middle, which is no different than what you're doing right now on a single needle embroidery machine. You just have to switch it out after every single thread color. So even though you've only got 6 needles, you can still do 7, 12, 14. Some of those embroidery designs have a ton of colors in them, but I find it a lot faster to get everything done on a multi-needle than I do on the flatbed machine that I have at home. And I will be honest with you, I have aspirations, but given the fact that Blaine lets me make all my samples here at the store, I have access to all the machines all the time, and I will multitask at the store making samples quite frequently. All right, over here to the right of the machine, I'm standing on the opposite side of it today. You can see all of the hoops that come with the machine. Actually, I'm going to cross over the front, Roger.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
When you get your 6 needle machine out of the box, it is going to come with 2 sets of what we call arms right here. I've got 1 set on the machine right now, and the rest, this is for the optional hoops that you can get. You've got these 4 hoops from everything from 1 by 1.5 by 2 all the way up to almost 8 by 12, 7 7/8 by 11 7/8. And you can use all of these hoops with the machine. They come standard with it. And what I love about this one is they finally have come and they started marking all the hoops with the sizes on them. So if I pull this hoop off, It will not only say 5x7, it will also say 130 by 180 millimeters. So it doesn't matter what your design comes to you in. You can tell that this is the right hoop for the job. And that is long overdue for them to start marking all of those hoops for us. There's a lot of additional hoops too. I'm going to show you at least a couple of them while we're here today. But you can do a lot with these 4 hoops that come with the machine. Everything from onesies, you can do down here in these small ones, and you can do jacket backs up on the largest hoop that's available. So lots of great hoop sizes for you. Yep. I have a screensaver. We're going to go to the screen now, Roger.
Okay.
So screensaver, it's set to turn on after 5 minutes. So that's just what it has done. But if I just touch the screen, it will wake it up and I'm ready to go. I preloaded it with some text for you guys this morning, showing just a couple of the things that you can do here. So it says, good morning, SMP Nation right now. But I'm going to show you some more options that you have with the text, because the text capabilities on here are amazing. I know that there are parts of the country where they say that it's not yours until you put your name on it. That's not some, I tend to put other things on my things, but there are 50 fonts built into this, which is just amazing. It means you can do so much on the machine without having to get a USB stick or a laptop. Speaking of USB sticks, I forgot to tell you how to get designs to the machine. So you've got lots of designs that are built into the machine, including those 50 fonts. You can load a USB stick into the side of the screen right here, but you also have a wireless LAN on this machine. So Brother has a free software called Direct Database Transfer that you can download for free and use if you hook your laptop and your machine up to the same router in your house. You can wirelessly transfer designs from your laptop over to the 680, which I think is great because I'll be honest, last night I was working on my laptop looking for a USB stick and I had 0 USB sticks around my laptop. I'm sure that they were all upstairs by my embroidery machine. But with using Design Database Transfer software and the WLAN that's built into the machine, you're no longer tied to having USB sticks in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I had to go upstairs to get a USB stick, go downstairs, and then go back upstairs. The 50 fonts on the machine are all going to be right here under these 2 A's in the middle. You can see them. They're all right here. 50 different fonts that are built into the machine, all sorts of different styles. I will tell you that you've got 3 Japanese ones here down at the bottom. You have 2 micro fonts, which are itty bitty teeny tiny for those little itty bitty letters that sometimes you want to put places. And then the rest of them are all nice fonts for doing all sorts of different things with. So let me find, where was the font that I was going to use? Sorry, I'm going to go, I guess, grab that one. Okay, so I've got uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, special characters, and then you even have, that was punctuation. You've even got special characters that are in here as well. So if you need any tildes or accents or anything else, you can have those letters and those words and those names stitch out properly with the right enunciations on them. So I'm going to go and I'm going to put in my darling daughter, Caitlin's name. Kaitl. N. All right, so I have Caitlin's name on the screen right there in whatever the font was that I picked. I will tell you that I made a mistake because typos happen, but I don't have to delete this and start all over again. I have the ability right here, and I'm not sure that you're going to be able to see this zoom in so much, but that I needs to be a Y, so I can arrow back, delete the I, add the Y, and now the name's spelled properly. I didn't have to delete it, which saves a ton of time. And if you look at something and go back later and look at it in 5 minutes, and then you figured out that you've got an I instead of an L or a double N or something, you can go in there and very, very easily fix that without having to go and delete and start all back over again. So let me set that. So now her name is in the embroidery area. It's going to be a little bit small, 1.2 by 4.6. And there is one color change in Caitlin's name right now. If I wanted a different font, this one looks fine, but that K in Caitlin can sometimes look a little bit wonky. So if I just hit the T for text tool, I can go back down here. And now I've got all 50 of those fonts available for me to choose again. I'm going to grab this one right here up at the top and change the font. I can change it to that. I've got lots of different options that I can change her name to, that I can change the font to, and I don't have to do anything. I can just sit there and audition them. So anybody with a J or a K or a Q is going to be able to make sure that you've got a letter that is the style that you would like it to be. I also have even more control than that, because when I changed it to this cursive font, I've got kind of a little bit of extra space between the K and the rest of her name. So I have a tool that I can use to go in there and nudge that K over. We call it the knife tool. It has a fancy name, but it brings up a little knife. So I've got a little knife right here at the top. I'm going to hit the knife there, and now my K has become separated from everything else. So if you want to take the first letter and make it really big, or if you want to take the first letter and make it a different font, you can go ahead and do that. What I want to do right now is take that. Oops, whoa, that wasn't what we wanted to do. I want to take that K and actually, I'm working from the wrong side of the machine today. I want to take that K and move it in just a little bit closer to the A. So now it looks better to my eye than it did before. So, because fonts are not only about what the computer says the right spacing is, it's almost more about what our eyes say the right spacing is. And after I'm all done with that, I can actually combine them back together so that I will have one Caitlin again, and the K is going to move with the rest of it from the rest of my design, which is a great feature. These people that I've been working with down in that retail store, let me load up this. They love the idea of making rainbow fonts, of being able to take something and make every single letter a different color. And the machine can do that very easily. On the 680, I'm just going to click SMP here because it's the shortest one. Oop. So I've got a little red box around it now. If I hit this word called multicolor, now when I go in, when I go into the color tools, I can make the S and the M and the P all completely different colors. I just did it here on the screen. I have not done anything to control the needles yet, but the machine, I haven't gone to my laptop. I haven't touched the USB stick. I've been able to do all of this text editing right here on the screen, which is just amazing to be able to have this much control on an embroidery machine. So I also have a group function, which is nice when you're trying to move things all around at once. So I'm going to group everything right here using the group button, select everything, hit the OK button. And now I'm just going to clear that all off of my screen so we can go and look at dragonflies now. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me show you. I had a couple samples that I stitched out. What I really wanted everybody to see on here was these special characters down at the bottom. This is just a small sampling of the special characters that are built in the machine. You can also put your text on a curve like I had done with good morning. You can have every letter a different color, but you can also have every letter in your design a different font if you wanted to. And here's the ability to control the spacing, to bring words closer together or space them out. This is just a quick show of how many different options there are with the text options. Sizing is a big thing too. Not every design fits in every space, but sometimes they almost fit. So if I go into the machine right here, here's a dragonfly that I like to use to show a couple of things about the sizing. That dragonfly is about 2.8 by 3.8 inches. So it's a pretty good size, but it might not fit everywhere that I would like to put it. Once I've finished, I can audition all my different designs here. I'm going to pick that. I will hit the set button, and now it's ready for me to edit. I do have rotate tools and some other stuff, but what I really want you to see is the size tool, because I have control on this 680 that I don't have on every other machine that's on the market. On most machines, I can resize it and make it about 20% bigger. Just a little, so 20% bigger, 10% smaller, because it's going to keep the same stitch count no matter what. But because I'm on the 680, I have a stitch recalculation button right here. And that stitch recalculation button is going to let me go massively huge. See how big that is? It is twice the size of the original design. And to show you that, there's that one. I'm just going to duplicate it and take the size back to the original size. So here's my original size, and there's my expanded size. 200%, twice the original size. And the reason it can do it is because it's recalculating the stitches. It's not taking a design and just blowing it up without adding more stitches, because then it's not going to look really good. On the opposite side of that, I can also take that design, duplicate it, go back into size, hit that recalculation button again, and make it about 70% of the original size of the design. So you have that much flexibility to resize things built right into the 680. So if it's a little bit too big, even if it's a lot too big, you can size it way down to get it exactly the size that you want it to be. Because I know that there's a big difference between putting something on the back of an adult size jean jacket and putting something on the back of a kid size jean jacket. The scale is completely different, and the 680 is going to let you do that. You could even make matching jean jackets for mother-daughter with this. I'm also kind of picky about lining stuff up. I like stuff to align very nicely for myself, and the 680 is going to let me do that too. I have an align button right here. But first, let me select all my dragonflies using the grouping tool. Now I've selected them all. And with the align tool, I can make all of the bottoms of those guys line up. So now they are all perfectly aligned at the bottom. So when I stitch them out, they're going to be perfectly aligned at the bottom. And I didn't have to go in there and manually position each one of them to get them all lined up at the bottom. I can also line them up on centers or tops, but with these guys, I chose to go at the bottom. And again, one click to get everything put where I want it to. I didn't have to sit here and fuss with trying to read the locations and get everything lined up. The alignment tool let me just go ahead and do it. Now I stitched this one out too. You can see, if the Roger can zoom in, how well all three of those dragonflies stitched out for me. This is just one layer stabilizer behind there. I set up the machine to run and walked away from it. And every single dragonfly has stitched out perfectly. They all look great. The little one doesn't look like it's all bunched together. And the biggest one doesn't look like it's all spread out because of the stitch recalculation feature that I do have on the 680W. One of my favorite things, because it just makes the stitches, the designs, a lot more flexible to go in and resize them. Got that? Yep, I just got it. Good God. We are going on. So there's so many great features on this machine. I'm just going to keep on rolling, and I trust that Blaine's going to interrupt me if he has any kind of questions. So until Blaine starts talking, I'm going to keep on going. So let me then group these guys and delete those off my screen, because I have a lot of control over the colors as well. I showed you the, it's in, I showed you how I could recolor the SMP and turn it from one single color into however many colors I wanted it to be, and that text, but I can also do it on any other design that I have built into the machine or anything that I load on to the 680. And that's this color tool right here. Let me be honest, this is a reference tool for you. The only thing that's going to control what color it's stitched out is what color thread you put on the machine. So while I use this function a lot, I use it to give me a guideline when I'm recoloring things. I'm not going to go out of my way to pick the precise color of green. I'm just going to put it green on the screen so that I know that it's green, so that I don't accidentally put a pink thread on that spot instead. But here I have my feathers here. And over here, I have each of the individual colors showing. And right here is the preview window, which makes everything so much easier. This little preview window is going to show me what part of the design the machine's looking at right now. So right now it's looking at the left-hand feather. And if I wanted to recolor that, then I just get to click on anything else, any of those colors that are on the screen, and it's going to change it to whatever color I have chosen. Just a visual thing, but it'll make it a whole lot easier to keep your head straight when you're doing some things with that have a lot of different color changes in them. I also have this one set up so that it's giving me thread color names right here. I find names to be more flexible. There's a lot of different brands of thread that are built in to the 680, Floriani, Isacord, Iris, Gutermann, Madeira. There's a ton of different threads that are built into there. I call it an eclectic collection of threads. I have threads from multiple different brands, so I prefer to work based on the color name. But if you are strictly one brand of thread at your house, then you can set it up and it will automatically convert whatever thread colors are coming into the machine to your preferred brand. So it will convert everything to Floriani upon loading a design, so that you will know that when you need black to go grab your 900 and when you need penguin to go grab your 901. But if you were like me and you have a more eclectic collection of threads, then I love the color names in there instead of the numbers. And that's something that you can just set up very easily in the settings screen. So once we are done there, so I'm going to hit edit end right now, because this is going to take me into my positioning screen where I get to position everything. And this is the screen where the magic kind of happens, because I have a laser crosshair button right here. And I've turned the laser on the machine, which I'll show you in just a second. I think the laser crosshair is very easy to use. I think this machine's super easy to use. It is the truth that, like, my second week here, we were doing an offsite event and the manager at the time said, "Deb, go help set up." And I said, "But I don't embroider." And she said, "It doesn't matter. These are Brother machines. You can't break them." And I didn't break it. I did do things I wasn't supposed to, like sewing without a bobbin in, but the machine was fine and it held up to me. What I wish it would have had then that they have now is built-in help. The built-in help is so much better here. So if you haven't used this laser positioning system for a while, or anything else, as a matter of fact, I have videos that are built into the machine. So I'm going to come down here and grab the videos button. I want to go into the videos. I can pick the one for the laser crosshair, and it will show me a video step by step of everything that I need to do that. So you don't have to go find it online. You don't have to search for PDF. It does come with a hard paper manual, but you don't have to go look for that. The videos are right there for you. So there's no YouTube, no PDFs, no paper manuals. A lot of the functions, the basic functions that you need little quick refreshers on, are all built right into the machine, and they're at your fingertips. So I'm going to close that one back out and return that one again. And okay, and so here I am back to my basic screen. And I've got all sorts of options on here for color sort. Oh, let's do color sort. Let me go back and I forgot about color sort. Now I have 2 copies of my feathers here on the embroidery screen. When I hit edit end and then embroidery, you can see how it's going to stitch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is a 6 needle. There's only 5 colors on here, so it's really not a big deal because it'll automatically go back on its own to that first color again. But if I wanted to save some time, then I can actually take those guys and sort them together. So now when I go over to my embroidery screen, it's doing 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3. That's going to save you time. It's actually going to save a little bit of wear and tear on the machine as well, because the head is not shifting back and forth quite so much. It's doing all the 1s, then all the 2s, then all the 3s. Maintenance is not something you really have to worry about a whole lot on this machine, but I like making things a little bit faster and easier on me and on the machine. So why not? All right. I have 6 different colors of thread up there on the machine, but they're not all in this order. Like I've got a gold here in the middle, and my gold is on number 6, but it wants it to be on number 3. I'm all about saving myself time, so I can be the boss of the machine and tell it where I want to go. I've got a lovely magic wand tool right here that is going to let me take this feather, and I'm going to leave that one on color number 1. I'm going to put this one and have it pull from spool number 4. My gold, as we just talked about, is way back on 6. We'll make those purple from number 2. Yep. So as easy as that to go through and control the machine. It's going to save you time again, because you don't have to rethread the machine. If you've got basic colors you use all the time, for me, it's like a black and a creamy white. You can leave those on all the time and not have to rethread them. Every time you want black, you can tell the machine what spool number to go to look for that black. It's going to save you so much time, and it's really very easy to do. It's just this fun little magic wand right here. The machine's going to go 1,000 stitches a minute if you want to. 1,000 stitches a minute is a really good speed. That's faster than a lot of the machines that are in the market right now. But if you are doing something that you want to slow it down, you can go as low as 400 stitches a minute. So if you want to put metallic thread through here, go for it. It will handle it. Glow in the dark thread, go for it. It will handle it. I just recommend slowing the machine down a little bit when you're getting to those threads, and then you can have it go more normal speed on your more normal threads. But the 680 can handle any kind of thread that you put through it. This training that I've been doing, they have been running metallic and glow in the dark threads like nobody's business down there and having a blast with them. And they're not having any problems with them. The machine is capable of handling any kind of thread that you want to put at it. So let me talk about positioning now, because that's really what this guy is all about. To do that, though, let me stop it. Clear out everything that I have on the screen. Actually, one thing first. Hooping. Hooping is a lot easier on this machine than you would think that it really is, especially when you're doing things that aren't flat. Now, I can put flat fabric through here and do quilts or bags or that kind of stuff, no problem whatsoever. But when I'm on my home machine and I go to do things like onesies, it's a little bit challenging because you have to hoop it sideways because of the arm. And then when you go to put it on your machine, you have to remember to rotate your design. And then you've got to take that onesie and turn it all inside out. So it's not on the, so you're not going to stitch anything closed, and then sit here and hold this so that it doesn't end up in your embroidery field at all. With a 10 needle, or sorry, a 6 needle though, this is where this free bobbin arm is going to come into play for you, which is going to give you so much more flexibility when it comes to doing other styles of projects other than things that are flat. So what I'm going to do is loosen up these 2 screws back here, slide this in 1 more notch so that I can size it down for this 4x4 hoop. So I've got my onesie hooped right here. You can see I picked ones that are already embroidered so you can see the direction. I'm not going to have to rotate anything at all. The direction that I put it on the machine is going to be the right direction. I can't tell you how many things I've ruined over the years because I forgot to rotate things. But this is where the magic happens, because I have this bobbin arm right here, this free arm, and I have a onesie that I can put my hand through the neck of it. I can take this onesie, put it on the machine, and everything is draping away. Everything's falling away from the needles. Nothing is up here in the embroidery field. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry that I'm going to sew it closed or anything else. And it's so much easier just to put on the machine because you don't have to turn anything inside out and upside down. So that right there, if you're going to do anything that's kind of 3-dimensional, is going to make your life a whole lot easier. And that's not even before we get into the positioning. So just to make things a little bit easier to show you the positioning, I'm going to take off these arms and put on a second set of arms. I'm putting on a magnetic hoop that does not come standard with the machine, but just for demonstration purposes, it makes it a whole lot easier to do a lot of different kinds of hooping, and it'll make it easier for you guys to see what's going on. So what I have is where did I had it all separated. Roger. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not all Roger's fault. He's just convenient sometimes. This is another set of arms. It's a little bit different looking because the hoop's going to attach in a different way to it. But this is going to go on with these same 2 thumb screws again. So let me just get back here. And I know you guys can't see it that great. But it's going to be easier for you to see the rest of it if I put this optional hoop on. Nice, easy, simple thumb screws. There we go. No tools required. So what I have that I'm going to be using now is the optional magnetic clamp frame. It's got magnets on it right here, which I will take off. So what makes this hoop really good for doing a lot of different projects is that it just lifts off up and down. So it's going to let me show you a bunch of different things to hoop without having to take the arms off and rehoop things. But also for you at home, if you're going to do a lot of bags or a lot of one thing, this hoop is going to speed you up. And I'm all about making things faster and easier for myself. It's also a clamp-on frame. So right next to this F, there's a little dot here and dot here. They're just going to line up with pins that are on those arms that I put on there. So let me click that into place real quick for you. Okay, I am clicked into place. It's one of those things I can't do without standing right in front of it. So sorry about that. That laser crosshair is going to make it so much easier to position anything on the machine. So I've got a couple of simple things that are going to hopefully make it really easy for you to see how easy it is to use that laser crosshair. So I have a polo shirt right here. Ta-da! And the polo shirt has a pocket on it. And if I want to put a name or a business logo or something else centered right over that pocket, then the laser crosshair positioning system is going to be what makes that so easy for me to do. I've got a polo shirt, so I've got a placket, I've got sleeves. It's not one of those things you can always hoop exactly perfectly. So I'm just going to slide it on here. So I'm going to go in from the back side. So I've got that in place. I'm going to just clip those magnets back in real quick. Magnet, magnet. All right, so if you can see the tape that's on there with the, really what you need to see is the black cross that I drew in Sharpie so that you could see it. Got that, Roger?
Yep.
All right, so let me go and I'm going to do Blaine's name. So here's a B, L-A-I, Blaine. So Blaine's name is probably a little bit bigger than I wanted. It's about 3 inches long. So if I go into the size button, because this is text, I have all the regular, but I can also very quickly with one click make it a smaller size. So I just made Blaine's name go into the medium size, which is going to be about 2 inches across. I actually think I want it 3 inches across now. So I've sized Blaine's name. I've got the shirt hooped upside down. So I'm going to turn it upside down just so that you guys can see something. So it's a little bit easier to see. And now if I go over to embroidery, I've got my laser crosshair. And I have a red laser crosshair on a yellow shirt. Can you see that?
Can we, I think.
You want me to turn this light off?
Yeah, can we turn the light down? I'm not sure if my eye's picking it up, but the camera, I'm not sure if it is.
I don't remember where that setting is, but I know that I have it. Oh. Where's my laser brightness?
Let's see it with the light on. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, we forgot to plan ahead for that part, Roger.
Yeah.
So the red laser crosshair that you're seeing is where the machine thinks that the design's going to go. The black mark is where I actually want Blaine's name to go on the screen. So it's really easy. I am going to line up the center of the crosshair with the center of my mark. And then I'm going to line up the line coming off the side with the line on my tape mark. So with that, I am just going to tell it the first spot. So I've got a move screen over here. All right. Trust me that I'm going to take that laser crosshair and I'm going to center the two pieces together. I'm going to center the laser crosshair on my Sharpie mark there.
Around too, while you press the buttons.
Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm sure I've mentioned that I'm wrong-sided today, right?
Yeah. There you go.
I keep hitting the center button instead of the move right button. Okay, so I am centered. I've got the center of the laser crosshair on the center of my mark, of my positioning mark. Centers to centers, right? Now I need to put the center of the mark again, the center of the positioning, the laser, on the black line that I drew. Doesn't matter where, anywhere on that black line will do. And then wow, it looks like I was pretty straight in the first place. It moved it down, but it did not rotate it. So now it's going to stitch out right here, and the bottom center of Blaine's name, kind of underneath the eye, is going to stitch out perfectly centered over the top of that pocket. I didn't have to do anything fussy. I did not use grids. There was not a protractor anywhere in this room, and everything all lined up. It's going to stitch out absolutely perfectly if I go to stitch out Blaine's name on this shirt. It's that easy to put something anywhere you want to put it.
You might also want to mention that on camera, the laser itself looks a little bit dim and washed out, but in person, that's really bright and pronounced on there.
It is. It's a very bright red laser. You can control the intensity of the laser, but to punch it up, we also turned off the light on the machine so that the machine's lighting isn't washing it out, and it's very, very visible right here, and it really shows up on, you can see it to different intensities on all different kinds of fabrics. What I do have on here is white tape, which is kind of a little trick of mine. I'll put tape, white, pink tape, white, pink, light blue tape on something that's really dark, because that lets me mark my position, and it also gives me a lighter background, so the laser is really going to jump and pop off against it. I also like to mark on tape instead of marking on the garment, just in case something's not exactly where I want it to go. I can easily lift that and reposition it if it ends up not working, like I'm going to stitch through a pocket or something, then I can very easily move it. There's a lot of things that you can use, friction pens and chalk, that will come back off later, but I'm a huge fan of low tack tape. So we did that one. And if I was going to do a bunch of those, it'd be super easy, because I just pull out those 4 clamps, pull this shirt off, and I'm ready to load the next one on there with this optional clamp. Now, I turned Blaine's name upside down because I put the hoop in, because I hooped the shirt upside down. If you are really into this, you don't have to turn Blaine's name upside down, but it's easier to see that way. You can also do anything else you want to do too. I've got a jean jacket right here, little itty bitty jean jacket. Super simple. If I wanted to put somebody's name, a little girl's name right here across the back, or if I wanted to put a design down here, actually, let's do that. Let's take a design and put it down here so that you guys can see that one as well. This is a littler jacket. No, I can make it work. This hoop comes in 2 sizes, and I have both sizes here. So I'm just going to slide my jacket up there. Put the clamps back into place. I'm not actually going to stitch it out, so I'm going to cheat and not put the lower 2 clamps on, because I think that might give Roger a slightly better view of what's going on here. But I'm going to go and pick a different design. I've got a, how about a mushroom? Put a little mushroom on the back of her little jacket there. Okay. So on the back of her little jacket, I've got my little mushroom here. So let me just go show you how easy that laser positioning is one more time. My laser's turned on right here. I want the center of the mushroom. Actually, let's do the top of the mushroom on that mark. So I'm going to take the crosshair, put it on the center.
So the mark on top of the mushroom.
So there's step 1. Step 2 is to put it anywhere along this line. Hit done, and the mushroom has dropped down and rotated, so it's going to stitch out with the top of it exactly on this cross right here that I've got on the tape. It's showing down in the middle right now because that's the center of the design. This is going to be the center of the top of the mushroom. That's the center of the design. A minute. I mean, I can spend longer than that trying to hoop something square, so I really appreciate not having to hoop something square and being able to just go in and use the crosshair, because it's really easy. X marks the spot, lines up with X marks the spot, and you are good to go. No protractors, grids, cameras, snowmen, or anything else. And that's what makes the 6 needle with the laser crosshair positioning system a phenomenal choice for anybody that wants a multi-needle embroidery machine, actually anybody that wants an embroidery machine, because it's so easy to put things exactly where you want them. Blaine, did anybody have any questions?
Hey, Deb.
Hi.
Yeah, so what I'd like to do, Deb, right now with everybody, if everybody would stop chatting right now, no chats. And only if you have a question about a machine, put that in, because we don't want to miss those. And I know when everybody's just chatting, they go by so fast we can't see. So if you would, just everybody refrain from chatting right now for a second and just ask a question about the machine, and we'll see that. We'll put it up on screen, Deb, and then we'll ask you these questions. So y'all ask your questions right now and get those up there. If you have a question, even if you've asked it before about the machine and we missed it, go ahead and ask it again. And they're going to make sure that they get them up on the screen so we can see them. And it says the maximum size hoop, Deb, on this.
7 7/8 by 11 7/8, so almost 8 by 12. It's the largest hoop that you can see over on the opposite side of the machine from me.
All right, that question came from Lady Fair, so thank you for asking that. All right, so here's another one. This is Arnella, is that right?
Arnell Burrows.
Arnell. I did catch the size of the screen, and yeah, I know people were commenting on that, Deb, because the screen is huge on this thing.
Oh, it is. I actually don't know the specific size of the screen. I'm sure it's in the specs on the website somewhere, but I will tell you that it is bigger than an iPad mini.
Yeah, when we
So,
do when I do the overlay again, I'll tell everybody what the screen size is. I'll pull it up.
Twice as big as my hand, probably.
I think it's a 10.1 inch, if I'm not mistaken. But
you might be right.
I'll verify that here in a minute for you.
I don't have the greatest eyes. I love that this is a very full color, white, bright screen with lots of contrast in it. I can use it no matter what mood my eyes are in.
So Barbara's asking, is there a hat hoop that comes with it? And yes, Barbara, there is. We actually have there's what we call another bundle that you can get, and it's a bonus bundle that you can add to the machine. It comes with the cap equipment that you can use to do caps and hats, and then you're going to get the frame, the stand as well. So we have a bonus bundle that you can add to the machine today. And it's a great, and they actually offer another cap frame it's a flat brimmed cap frame that you can add to it as well.
So what makes these cap frames so nice, and I know, Blaine, that you know that, is it does the hat while the hat is still round. So you don't have to try and make a round hat pretend to be flat. You've got actually a circular hoop that you put the hat onto. It looks like a little bit of an engineering experiment, but it's not too hard to do once you watch the video. And this is going to let that hat get done while it looks like a hat. And it's just going to kind of rotate back and forth and in and out as you do that hat. So much easier to do it on a 6 needle than on a lot of other machines that are out there. You also have, you probably can't see it that well, but I am sitting on the stand, the Brother stand, that we love to pair up with this machine because it's sturdy and gives you lots of storage and is not too big, very space efficient. And it's got, Roger, on the right-hand side, the mount for the rest of the hat hoop. So you've got a frame that goes on the machine, and then you've got a little jig to help you get your hat hooped in the first place.
All right, then the Karen Green is asking, what program does it use? PES?
Yes.
The files?
It takes PES files.
Okay. And I know that you can work with the PE Design 11 with this, and also what's the font program, Deb?
BES.
BES lettering, and then the PE Design 11 you can use on your computer to make files that you can just actually put them on thumb drive and take it to it. Can this one do wirelessly transfer, Deb?
Yes, you can. You can wirelessly transfer using the Design Database Transfer software that's free to download.
So yeah, you can download that to have that, and then you can just, if you have those softwares already, you can take, make designs and things in that software or lettering, and then just wirelessly transfer it to your machine, and it's right there. So it's, or you can use a thumb drive and take it over, but that works really, really well as well. So Denise is asking, does the machine cut all the jump stitches on the font, or do you have to trim them? Good question, Denise.
It's a very good question. And the answer is a very qualified, it depends. And I can set the jump stitch settings on the machine so that right now I think it's set to trim anything that's bigger than 1/8 of an inch, but I can nudge that down and make it a little bit smaller if I want to. But anything longer than 1/8 of an inch, it's going to automatically cut on its own.
Can it do Disney? Lady Fair is asking, Deb. That's a great question too, Lady Fair.
It's Disney capable. So there are no Disney designs built into the machine. However, because it is a Brother machine, you can go up to Brother's iBroidery website and purchase and download real, authentic, there's the word, authentic Disney designs.
Great question. And yeah, that's exactly right, Deb. You can, any of the Brother machines like that, you can go to the iEmbroidery, download those, and you can use them for your personal use. Some of the machines, a lot of the machines that end in D, just to let y'all know, some of the machines that end in D means that they have Disney characters and things built in, designs built into the machine. This one, however, doesn't have them built in, but you can download them from iEmbroidery and put them on that machine and stitch them out. So Clovis Perkins says, do you tie off the threads when you want to use another thread? Good question.
Yes. That is exactly the trick to switching thread colors. What I would do is take this one back here, cut it, tie a knot, and if I pull it very carefully through the machine and I've done a good job tying my knot, I don't have to do anything at all up here, just rethread the needle when I get down to the bottom. That's the fast way to rethread the machine. You only have to do it the hard way once.
Yeah. And guys, also want to remind everybody out there too, we're just ended our National Trade-In Month sale that we had at SMP, but we are extending the trade-in on this machine. So if anybody out there has an older embroidery machine, if they have the PRS100 and they want to upgrade, hey, we would love to talk to you. Give us a call at 800-401-8151. I've authorized Nick's team to be able to do trade-ins on the PR, just this machine only, since our sale's already over with. But on this 680, if you want to trade a machine that you already have or an older embroidery or something for this, we are taking trade-ins on it. So give us a call. We can, tell you what your machine's value, but we can work it out with you. But, Deb, what a great machine to upgrade to.
Oh, absolutely, Blaine. There's not one thing that I can think of that I can't do on this machine. I mean, as long as you're within that hoop size, and honestly, most of us are most of the time, you can do T-shirts and tote bags and backpacks and, quilts and quilt labels and anything that you can think of, even the hats, because you've got the optional hat hoops for it.
So Pam is asking, Deb, does it come with the magnetic hoops?
These hoops are optional. They're not included.
And we will have those, I think, do we already have those on the website, Kyle, as an accessory?
It's a dime magnetic hoop?
No, the Brother magnetic hoop.
Brother branded ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did go through the list.
Yeah, I think we've got them already up on the website, guys. If we don't have them yet, we'll get them on there pretty quick, because we just got to put this machine online to sell it. Today is the first day that we can sell it online, and we're putting all the accessories and things up there too. Hopefully they got them up, yeah, there's a
lot of Brother.
Yep. So Kyle just said Andrea got them up. So Andrea got all the accessories loaded up as well. So they're for sale as well. So you can go check those out. So Sue is asking, how do we get the machine serviced when we have a different state? Great question, Sue. And here's the great thing about Brother. Brother, if you have any kind of warranty issue, any Brother authorized dealer, Brother actually pays them to do the warranty service on it. So you can take it right in and get service. If you want to do just a regular tune-up on it, which we recommend to get it serviced yearly, just kind of like your car, they go in and they check all the electronics, they clean it, they put new needles and do that thing, really get it clean and check all the diagnostics out on it. You can go into any Brother dealer and do that too. You'll have to pay for that service if it's not any kind of warranty issue. You can do that. And then we have a list of service techs across the nation that will actually come to your house. So depending on where you live, if it's not in too great a distance for them, we have them that'll just come and do house calls on at your house for multi-needle machines. So they would come and service it right in your house. So we do have that. You can call and inquire about that as well. But the great thing about Brother, there's a lot of dealers. There's 600 dealers nationwide, across the nation that can do the servicing for you. And so you can just kind of look if there's one close to you. But, I know those machines are heavy and they're hard to load and take them into the shop no matter where you live. So having that option where the tech can come out to you really helps. So we do have a network of guys that can do that. All right. So Charlene is asking, does this communicate with the ScanNCut Deb SDX325?
Yes, it does. It will. Because because it has the WLAN on it and it's one of the newer machines,
Yeah.
it will communicate with the ScanNCuts.
That's an awesome feature too, guys. By the way, you can have a design in your ScanNCut. You can cut out some things in there, and then you can actually put that same design to the machine and take what you cut out and make an applique with some embroidery on it, and it makes it so easy. So that Brothers really thought that out, and that feature works fantastic. We have a lot of people out there that use that all the time, and so I'd highly recommend, if you get into 6-needle and you want to do some really creative things, even with quilting or applique, buy a ScanNCut to go with it. And I know a lot of people already have that ScanNCut out there too, don't they, Deb?
Yes, they do. And the beauty of doing applique on here is you can make the machine stop. So you can have it raise its hand and wait for you. So you don't have to worry about it running through all those applique stops without giving you the opportunity to lay down your fabric.
Yeah. So Kim Hutchinson's asking, how many spools of thread can you use at the same time? So Kim, that's a pretty, common question that people ask. So it doesn't matter how many needles the machine has. It's only going to do one color at one time. So this is a 6-needle, and it means that you can put 6 different colors of spools of thread on there, but it's still only going to be embroidery in one color at a time. And then when it does all the embroidery of that color, it'll actually switch to the next color. So you just load the colors up that you want to use for that design, and that's how it works. And even if you had a 10-needle, it does the same thing. So that's a great question. People ask that all the time. It would be kind of cool if the needles, would sew more than one needle at a time, but I don't think they've got to that technology yet.
That'd be 2 bobbins and a whole lot more work, Blaine.
It would be. So Deborah Browning is asking, can you use any digitizing program? Great question, Deborah.
Yeah, absolutely you can. As long as it outputs in PES, which is one of the most standard formats that's out there, then it doesn't matter. You are not restricted to one particular software.
And I know the Floriani Total Control, a lot of people love that program, and that will do the PES. And so you can just transfer those designs right into your machine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Doris is asking, does it have My Design Center and a camera for scanning or placement? So I can answer one of these questions. Doris, it doesn't have the camera. Deb showed that it has the laser pointer to do the positioning on it instead of a camera. And that's why, it would be a lot more expensive if they have the camera on board. But Deb, can you talk a little bit about the Design Center?
My Design Center is not on this machine. This one, you've got only a few machines that have it on there. This one is designed for somebody who's getting started into embroidery, who's graduating up to a multi-needle, who's going to run a small business. It doesn't have that My Design Center built into it.
Great question, Doris. And Yvette is asking, what hoops come with the machine? And Yvette, we're going to go over that. If y'all listen, as soon as we get through the questions, we're going to put the overlay back up themselves, and I'm going to tell you a lot of the features and the sizes of the hoops that come with it and how many. So I'll go through all that for you here in just a second. But if there's any other questions up there, y'all fire away, and then we'll get to I'll go through all the specs on it, kind of, so to speak, to let everybody. That's about it. All right. So
really good questions.
Deb, it was a great question. So Deb, don't go anywhere. Stand by in case I need you. And but great demonstration on that machine. As usual, you do such a fantastic job. And I know this is a brand new machine. We just pulled it out of the box this morning. Deb got it set up. And guys, we just got them in yesterday to ship nationwide, free, right to your doorstep if you want one. So Kennedy, if we could put that overlay up there. Guys, that is the machine we're talking about. And again, this is the Brother PR680W 6-needle embroidery machine.
So the battery.
Y'all change the batteries? All right, I think my microphone pack just went off. So hang on, guys. We're going to switch.
Put a comment on there saying. Yeah, we had.
Yeah, it's working.
All right, everybody. I think my battery pack ran out on my microphone. So I think y'all, hopefully you can hear me now. I'm going to kind of start over because I don't know when that static or when it went out. But we forgot to put batteries in my pack this morning. So sorry about that. But anyway, guys, we're talking about this 6-needle embroidery machine. Guys, this thing is the PR680W 6-needle. Guys, the normal price on it is $14,999. We have it for $11,499. We have 0% interest financing available for you as well. And then we also have that bonus bundle that you can add to it for $1,500, where you get that cap frame and stand if you want to get into making hats and things like that. So, and that'll be available even later on after you buy the machine. We'll have that bonus bundle at that price for you as well. Great savings when you buy them together that way. Again, guys, if you have any questions on that, give us a call at 800-401-8151. We just got these in brand new yesterday in the boxes at the warehouse, and we have plenty of them in stock to ship. So if you're interested in one of these, get on the phone and give us a call. We're going to ship it nationwide free right to your doorstep. And again, guys, this is a great machine. But let me go over some of the features on this so y'all know. This thing, again, you have the 10.1 display. Now that display is absolutely huge. And again, that's one of the things that somebody really talked about. It has this, 6 needles. It has the crosshair embroidery drop light laser pointer on it. It has the connect wirelessly that you can use to transfer designs to it. The speed on this, it will actually embroidery up to 1,000 stitches per minute, which is fantastic on this. Has it has that expandable library, the built-in tutorials, so you can go and get help at any time. The built-in designs, it does have 100 built-in embroidery designs that come in it, 18 monogramming fonts, styles, 140 frame pattern combinations, 50 lettering fonts, 50 built-in utility stitches, and 10 buttonhole styles in 3 sizes. So it has a ton of things built into this. And guys, this is one of those machines that the interface makes it so easy to use. And and I like the adjustability of the speed as well. I set up to 1,000 stitches per minute, but you can slow this thing down to even slower if you want to go a lot slower on it. It has the adjustable screen brightness on it, so you can adjust that screen. The built-in memory. It has the LCD. The lighting has a great LED lighting package on it. The needle thread system is automatic, so automatic needle threaders. It has the realistic preview, so you can actually preview your design before you stitch it out and make sure that's exactly what you're wanting to see on your garment. All the touch screen. It has the bobbin sensor, the upper thread sensor. It tells you if it breaks a thread, it's going to warn you. So there's just so many really good things on this. Now, what's included? This is the thing that y'all were asking about. It's going to come with that 8x12 frame, a 5x7 frame, a 4x4, and a 1.5x2. So you're getting the 4 hoops that come with it, and they all, you're going to have, they're all different sizes. You have the big 8x12 all the way down to that 1.5x2 inch, which is extremely small, and that's for like doing cuffs and things like that. So again, guys, really good product. And y'all know the Brother name. Everybody loves the Brother products. And what's so nice about the Brother products is that interface. It makes it so easy to use. And I love the Brother. And I tell you, Deb is exactly right when she said that, the first time they just threw her on the machine. That's kind of the way I was with the Brother multi-needles. The very first time I ever really tried to do anything like that, we were actually at a quilt show, and we had them set up. And, somebody came up and asked me questions, and I just started talking about it. I know a lot about the machine, but I had never used it. And I just started punching around on buttons and basically figured it out by just looking at the screen and got something, we put a sample on it and started embroidering. And so it's not difficult. And that's one of the great things about it. It's so user friendly. And guys, we have a fantastic, offer for you today. If you've been wanting to get a multi-needle machine, and I know a lot of y'all dream about these things, this is a great opportunity and a great machine to get, because, you can get, a lot more production when you don't have to be changing colors. And what a great trade up, Kyle. If you had a PE800 flatbed machine that's an embroidery machine that you just wanted to upgrade to a multi-needle, this is a perfect time, and we'll do a trade-in. So if you want to trade in on if you got a machine out there, guys, you want to do a trade-in on this, I've authorized Nick's team to do trade-ins on this product only today, and all the way through Friday. We're going to do trade-ins on this because our sale, or the trade-in sale, ended basically the end of the month in October. But we're extending it just for this to celebrate the launch of this machine online. And then we have a lot of great financing available. So they're going to work with you over there. If you have any questions, make sure you call them at 800-401-8151. And then again, if you have, want to talk to somebody on the live chat, we have live chat agents on the website, on that product page, that can help you, any questions you have there as well. Now, they probably can't help you on the trade-in part as well, because Nick's going to have to kind of help get the pricing and all that. So if you're wanting to trade something in, just go ahead and call them at 800-401-8151. But if you just want to go buy this right now, you can go right to the website and buy it and do the financing and everything right online. If you have questions, you can ask the live chat agent. So
we'll give you very good trade-in value for this.
Yes. Yep.
Very.
Yeah. We can, we're going to give you pretty good money for your old machine. And, and if it's, if it's a great machine, there's a big market out there for people wanting to buy used machines as well. So we can, we do a lot of, used machines we sell. So if you're even interested in a used machine, you can ask if you call in, ask whoever you talk to, hey, what kind of, great machine. If you're looking at one in particular, just ask them if they got a used one, because we take trade-ins. Last month, we got a lot of machines in from the trade-in sale. And what we do with that process, we take them, they go to our service department, we completely refurbish them, make them like new again, and then we can sell them as used. And again, it's a great value for you. You can save some dollars when you do that. So great stuff going on, Kyle and Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. So guys, hey, thank y'all for watching the show today. And I hope you enjoyed the 6-needle Brother. We're super excited that we get to start selling that online now. We've been selling it in the stores, and this is the newest version of this machine as well. Now we can sell it nationwide. We can ship it right to your door. And then, if you don't have a dealer close to you, we can probably, if you ever have any service issues, we can work with you on that as well. And we can get, people to come right to you. So great options out there. All right, guys. Hey, I'm ready to give some stuff away. So guys, I got to tell you how you can win stuff on our show. Now, y'all can go back to commenting again, because I wanted y'all to kind of not comment so we could see all the questions that were coming up, because they come so fast. But y'all can start commenting again. But again, that's how you win. You actually just comment, like, share, and subscribe. And that's going to get you entered to win. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, go subscribe to it right now. Even if you're watching on Facebook, just go ahead and open up YouTube and go to it and just subscribe to it. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go like it, because Kennedy is constantly putting content on Facebook. It gives you updates about classes and events that we do, sales that we got going on, contests, all kinds of things. So we would love for you to kind of tune into that and be on there. I think we're almost to 30,000 likes, Kennedy.
Yeah.
On Facebook. So we're trying to hit that 30,000, and we seeded over 17,000. We're at 17,200 on our YouTube subscribers. But guys, we're trying to hit that 20,000 mark. So we need your help. If you got some sewing friends out there that are not part of the SMP Nation, hey, get them to come on. And also, we do have a referral program. So when you call in to make an order, or anything like that, or tell your friend to make an order, make sure they mention your name. we're going to take care of you. We got a good referral program going on. So, all right, Kennedy, let's give some stuff away today. And how you got to win, again, make those comments and ask questions, subscribe, like, share the videos, and that'll get you entered to win. But today we are going to give away, we're going to start out giving away some of our event bags. This is that event bag bundle that everybody loves these things. And you can store fabric in there, all kinds of great things. But guys, these are $9.99 each on our website, or $49.99 for the bundle of 8. And Kennedy, let's play the spin music. You've got the wheel greased up.
Yep.
Are y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, spin that wheel.
Go.
Billy Sheffield. Congratulations, Billy. She is watching, or he. I think it may be is that how? I don't know how they. Yeah, I don't know if that's a female or a male, but anyway, congratulations. They're watching today from YouTube, and you just won some bags. So what you need to do to go to SMPlive.tv to redeem your prize. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page, and you'll see redeem my prize. Fill out the information, hit submit, and we'll handle it from there. All right, let's give another bag bundle away, Kennedy. Spin that wheel.
There is
Stitching with Sue.
with Sue. That's a new name.
That is a brand new. So Stitching with Sue, hopefully you are a brand new watcher, and thanks for watching today. And she is watching today from YouTube. So Stitching with Sue, if you would, go to smplive.tv, that webpage. Once you get there, you'll scroll down toward the bottom where it says claim my prize, fill out the information, hit submit, and we'll handle it from there. All right, so we're moving on. We are going to give away some blue.
Just said, Rex, you might follow her on YouTube. She
Oh.
has a sewing channel.
So Sue's got a sewing channel on YouTube. That's cool. We'll have to check that out. Well, Sue, we hope that I've never seen your name before, but hopefully this is a new viewer for us, and we hope that you'll stick around and you won something your first time.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right, so we are going to give away a couple of the brand new blueberry sew mats that we got in.
Blueberry or grape jelly?
It's blueberry.
Okay.
It's a brand new color. It is really cool. It's kind of between the brother blue and the purple that we have. It's a really cool looking. But we're gonna give 2 of the blueberry mats away in any size that you want. And so, Kennedy, let's spin that wheel. Debbie Dans.
Yeah.
So Debbie is watching today from YouTube. So congratulations, Debbie. That's a new name. I don't recall that name. So if you are new, guys, this is the first time you've ever seen our show, put a number 1 in the chat right now. I just want to see how many new people out there are watching, because I've seen some names today I haven't seen before. So that's awesome. All right, so Debbie, go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out the information, and then tell us, most importantly, what size of the blueberry mat you want. Now, guys, if you go to smplive.tv, the mats are on there. You can click it, go to the sewing mat page, and you can see the dimensions of each size. So you can kind of measure your machine and make sure that the mat will fit on it. And again, guys, if you don't own a sewing mat, you're doing your machine a disservice. These things are very functional. Not only do they reduce the vibration from your machine and make those electronics last a lot longer because it's not transferring that vibration to the electronics. It also dampens the sound of the machine makes. It's also going to protect the surface that you have your machine setting on. So if you got it sitting on the kitchen table, it's not going to scratch it. And then another important thing, the 4th feature, is it does not let it slip around. This thing grips whatever surface it's on, and the machine sits there, will not move around. So it is a fantastic investment for your machine. We have them in 12 different colors, 4 different sizes, and we have the Brother Blue, the Bernina Red, and that Baby Lock Gold. Perfect matches to the machines. And then we have a lot of really cool other colors. And then we have the Wolf Pack Angela Wolf sewing mat. That's a limited edition, but it's not limited anymore. We decided we're just going to have it all the time. So That's been a really popular seller. So a lot of great mats. Go get you one of those. But anyway, you can go to that page and check them out and see which size and color is for you. So Debbie, congratulations. So we're going to give another blueberry mat away, Kennedy. So we are spinning that wheel. Bertha Tooten, right? Bertha Tooten. She is watching today from YouTube. So Bertha, congratulations. That's a new name. I don't think I've seen that name before. Wow. So Bertha, go to our page. It's called smplive.tv. You can just type in your search bar or your URL bar at the top of your browser, and it'll take you to that page. You can go scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out the information, and then most importantly, tell us what size of that blueberry sewing mat that you want, and we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, Kennedy.
Yes.
What are we giving away next?
So we have our giveaway winner from last week.
All right, so we're giving away, what did we end up giving away for last week?
So last week we were giving away an Encore
Okay.
260A.
All right, so last week's winner from the after show comments, that's the way to say it.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell y'all, this is your second chance entry. Okay, so after the show ends today, you can go later this afternoon on Facebook and YouTube and watch the videos, and underneath the video you can make comments. That enters you into what we call the second chance giveaway, and that is a great way to get a second chance to win a machine. And we're giving away that Encore 260A, and also we're throwing in the extension table absolutely free with you. This is a $349 value. So guys, the winner from last week's after show comments, show us that winner. There it is. Carolyn, is it Wiener? Wienert or Weinert, right? Weinert. Carolyn, if we're butchering your name, we're so sorry. But Carolyn, she won that. She watched from Facebook. She commented on Facebook last week, and she is the winner of that 260A. So Carolyn, what we need you to do is go to smplive.tv, scroll down to the bottom of that page where it says claim a prize, fill out the information, and we'll get your 260A Encore sent out to you ASAP. That's a great machine, by the way.
Well, we're doing it next week, right?
Yep.
So if you see it today.
So guys, this is a machine that's made exclusively for SMP. Can't get it anywhere else, and we absolutely love this machine. We tested it, and tested it. It is a workhorse. As a matter of fact, I did a test, and it sewed through, I think it was 8 or 10 layers. I can't remember. Deb might remember, but I think it was 10 layers of denim.
Dang.
I know it was 8, but I think it was 10. But it was incredible. So, all right. So that was our winner from last week. We are giving away one right now, another 260A for a winner right now, live. Who's watching right now? So Kennedy, spin that wheel.
Gotcha.
Marcy Yankalites. Yankee-Litz. I think it's Yanka-Litz.
Marsha Y.
Marsha, you're our winner.
You are our winner.
Sorry if we're pronouncing that last name wrong, but that's another new name I don't ever remember seeing before. So Marsha, thank you for watching. She's watching today from Facebook. Congratulations, you just won an Encore 260A sewing machine with the extension table. So go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, and you'll get that. Fill out that information, hit submit, and we'll handle it from there. So all right, we're going to give another 260A away for next week. We'll announce the winner next week if you go after the show today and actually make comments on the videos. So either on Facebook or YouTube. And so even if you're working right now and you're going to have to watch the videos tonight, you can actually make comments down there, and that'll get you a chance to win that machine. Pretty easy. So one more thing that we're going to give away right now. One more. I want to give a $100 gift certificate away. What do y'all think about that? $100 gift certificate. There's a catch. We got to make it hard for everybody today. What do you think? We got to ask a trivia question.
Okay. Do you have one?
We
in
do
mind?
have one in mind.
What
What's
was Deb's favorite feature on the 6 needle today? The first person that chimes in, they're going to get a $100 gift certificate. The first correct answer. What was Deb's favorite feature on the 6 needle today? Y'all got to watch that chat really close.
Mute Blaine really quick. What is the answer? Penis.
They're already typing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, I had to tell Kyle what Deb's favorite feature was to verify. We got a winner?
I believe so.
We already got a winner.
I believe it's going to be Joanne Shepard Holt.
Joanne Shepard Holt.
Hold.
All right, so Joanne Shepard, you won. There it is, Hull. She won it. It was the laser. That's Deb's favorite feature on the 6 needle, was that laser pointer for that positioning where you can get exact. So great job. She wins a $100 gift certificate. So Joanne, go to smplive.tv, scroll down to where it says claim your prize. Just put your information in there, and then Kyle will email you the coupon, the code for that certificate. And if you're local in Southern California, you can go in the stores and use it. If you are anywhere else, you can just go right in your checkout online and use it. So at checkout. So great. Had some great winners today, guys. A great show. Deb was so good on that 6 needle day. You would think that she's used that before.
Right?
Yeah, I think she knows that machine pretty well. So guys, we hope you enjoyed our show. We know we went way over our normal time, but I think it was a really good education on the 6 needle. We hope that you're excited about it. Again, take advantage of that trade-in that we have for it until tomorrow, close of business. And guys, give us a call at 800-401 if you have any questions. And also you can email us to CEO at Sewing Machines Plus if you want to ask me a question. And then info box if you want to talk to Kyle, Kennedy, or Roger, or any of those, you can go to info@SewingMachinesPlus.com. We love hearing your questions and things. And guys, we are going to be on here next week, so make sure you tune in for Tuesday for Kennedy's show. I've got a great show next week with Jane Klaus. And guys, it's all about Christmas decorations. You don't want to meet it. And then Thursday, you don't want to miss my show. I'm going to have Tom Orick with David Vacuums here. And guys, we are going to have him live in the studio with me. We're going to be demonstrating the brand new cordless battery-powered upright David, and it is awesome. Everybody in the office has been using it. They absolutely love it. So we're going to have those with a great special, so you don't want to miss that. So guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and we'll see y'all next week.